So off to get some fuel by the lake now, as my revs are limited, so is my performance. So let's get some fuel and get some water. Bought some fizzy water by accident. Number one mistake in Europe, I think, and it's dreadful. So yeah, boo to all of the fizzy water drinkers. Fizzy water drinkers, yeah. Boo. Morning all, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed my Albanian adventure. I'm now in Montenegro, just outside the former capital, Cetinje, in the Lovcen National Park or forest. Stayed in a beautiful cabin overnight. It's so quiet, I don't even need a microphone. The M2 was put through its paces, again, pretty much off-roading to try and get here. Up nice and early, because there's so much we want to see. Here's what we got coming in this episode. From drifting around corners, if that is a proper drift, sensational views, more sweaty border crossings, and even a fancy restaurant. Albania, Montenegro and Bosnia have got you covered. Before we go on, here's a brief glimpse of what happened as I entered Albania for the first time. Me? Random selection. The comments from my last video were littered with talk that the border control team check the OBD ports for signs of stolen cars that find their way over to Albania. So I get that these guys are just doing their jobs.
Transit Albania,
Albania. No, I drive here to Skoda, and then Montenegro. Yeah, and then
Montenegro,
Croatia, Slovenia.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I drive back to London.
Good. Barcelona.
Yeah?
Good. Okay.
Grazie. Ciao. I'm not really sure that was a belt. Everyone thinks I'm a footballer. I'm not. I mean, I'm all right. Just make sure you don't ask Marvin. Who was your first game against?
In the Olympics?
Yeah, we played.
As I make my way north from the national stadium in Albania's capital of Tirana, I start to stretch the legs of that brilliant S58 3-litre twin-turbo petrol engine, to the point where it almost took off.
Here we go. Woo. Oh.
The temperature and my altitude both continue to rise, and the views of dry and empty farmland takes a drastic turn. You can catch a glimpse of the beautiful Skodra Lake. What a view. I think me and the car both need fluids at this point.
So after a bit of fun, those series of bends on the northern tip of Albania, off to go get some fuel now, because the revs are limited, as is the performance, which is quite annoying. So yeah, can't really have that much fun. So going to fuel up, get some water, because I bought some fizzy by accident and it's absolutely dreadful. So just arrived at a fuel station. Oh, hello, you speak English? You speak English?
Yes.
Great. You accept card?
Only cash.
What, even here?
Yes.
I don't have cash. Surely there's...
You have a fuel for 15 or 16 kilometers.
Yeah.
You'll find it to Castrati.
None of the other petrol stations will accept card.
I don't think so.
Okay.
We don't have ATM.
Understood. No problem. Thank you.
Nice car.
Thank you, my friend. Annoying. Nowhere bloody accepts card around here. Needs must, eh? Oh, it's so bad. Tastes like dehydration. Ugh, terrible drink.
Please leave the roundabout at the second exit and continue to follow E762.
Doesn't get any better every drink either. No sip.
And here's me trying another local station. Any
Please
joy?
follow the directional info on the display. When leaving, please turn left.
You speak English?
No, sorry.
Card?
No,
Just cash?
no, it's cash. Euro, dollar, phone, no problem.
Huh?
Phone, okay. Dollar, okay. Euro, the carta, no.
Pound?
Oh, yeah, pound. Yes.
Okay, alright, I'll have some pounds.
I think this guy was happy with any currency. Again, no card. They're really trying to avoid them fees.
And euro, I take it, yeah? I don't have much. I have...
20 minutes further north, I get to witness the most dramatic of sunsets at the top of
Leqet Hotit. Wow. The only place, and thank you very much for the cameraman, by the way, it's about the 8th take. The only place that I've seen that's similar to this is Alto de Velefik and Stelvio, because this is absolutely stunning. You've got the Montenegro border just at the bottom, and then you've got all of this. It sort of reminds me as well of the south of France, the Verdun Gorge. It's amazing. Lost for words. Let's go and drive it, shall we?
My posture is absolutely all over the gaff, but that is just pure concentration you see there. 1,500 miles away from home to 2,500 feet above sea level as the light begins to fade. Focus.
This ain't a fucking... Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, what a thing. This M car is brilliant. You could drive anything up here, it would be fun. Who am I kidding? Oh, turn the traction control on. Let's turn it MDM, please. Oh my goodness gracious, what a road this is. Oh my goodness. Sorry there's bird and bugs all over the windscreen, but Graham! It's surprising there's no overtaking people. Oh my goodness gracious.
I've been in a race against light for most of my trip, and after all of the fun on this spectacular mountain pass, which has been one of the very best I've been lucky to see over the past year or so, it's almost a perfect way for me to finish in Albania before I venture into a new country, one I've never been able to travel to.
Hey guys, hope I'm clear, or visually clear anyway. Going over the Montenegrin border. Remains to be seen how friendly they are. Yeah, just hope I don't have to buy any more insurance. I think I'll have to in Bosnia, but hoping I'll be alright for Montenegro. So, fingers crossed, keep this on for my own safety. I'm now in Montenegro, just outside the former capital, Cetinje, in the Lovcen National Park or forest. Stayed in a beautiful cabin overnight. It's so quiet, I don't even need a microphone. The M2 was put through its paces, again, pretty much off-roading to try and get here. But up nice and early because there's so much we want to see.
But first, a thumbs up as I walk around the muscular rear arches of this M2 and head into those beautiful M carbon bucket seats to fire up that straight 6 petrol engine. Did you hear that change in engine note? I pressed one of the M buttons on the steering wheel to change the engine from comfort to sport. Now I begin this assault course back up to the main road. I really wasn't joking. This surface wasn't just broken, it's a full-on gravel track.
How I did this in pitch black, I will never know. I had to turn round as well. This is Defender weather, or Defender territory. This isn't something you do in a sports car. In fairness, oh god, I did this in a Lotus last time, and it managed it. I'm sure I would have done in the Corvette, but we move.
It was a right old fuss to stay off the beaten path, but boy oh boy was it worth it to embark on this view en route up to Kotor Bay. As I've said before on the channel, traffic is a manual sports car's worst enemy, so these are the roads you drive hundreds or even thousands of miles for. Beautiful sweeping piece of tarmac flowing from either side and a mountainous backdrop with greenery in every direction. Not a soul to share it with. How selfish of me. I thought that slide was pretty good, but the BMW M drift analyzer says otherwise. Guys, you welcome me from the top of the Bay of Kotor. I'm lost for words. You've got incredible scenery from the mountains. You've got an active runway. You've got incredible roads, Serpentine Road, which I'll show you in a second. You've even got a football pitch, and then you've got the bay itself. It's just spectacular. You've got yachts, you've got people on jet skis, you've got cruise ships. It's just, I've never seen anything like it. I've been here for about 15 minutes just taking it all in, and despite all of the places that I've been, I can't think of any place I've seen that's better than this. Absolutely sensational. Let's head off, shall we? Okay, just pause it, I'm not going to walk to the car. Well, 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 what have we here? Serpentine. Deal me. I've read about this road that takes you from the highest point in Kotor to the bay at the bottom. I'd assume that it's named after its snake-like appearance. It's definitely engaging, the views are incredible, but it's just a bit too narrow for me. I'm in the smallest M car that BMW produce, and I'm having to stop to let cars pass on pretty much every single corner, or beep out of fear that something's coming the other way. It's just too difficult to drive quickly, which sort of spoils the fun in my opinion. Montenegro has a rich history, although technically it's one of the youngest countries in the world, after only separating from Serbia in 2006. It's also home to 4 UNESCO heritage sites, the oldest being located in So found a beautiful restaurant with an even better view, and the food is pretty good as well. I feel like the food is such a connection between, or it's like the break in between all of the driving and the scenery. A lot of the time it tends to be quite rushed, but here, just by sheer luck actually, I drove past and yeah, ready to eat, gonna enjoy. Bon appetit. And always start with
Kakav?
You like?
Unë të slikam. Oli.
So it's farewell Montenegro, a really special country, in my view totally overshadowed by the popularity of Albania. Here's one of the first of the 2 crossings, as after this checkpoint I hadn't realised that 100 yards later there's a Bosnia one.
I think I spoke too soon. I think I was just leaving. Whereas now, this is where I'm going to get fucked.
At least it's empty. Hopefully that's a good thing.
Hello, you speak English?
Every crossing is a reminder that not only my passport is needed, but proof that the car is mine. So do not forget to bring your V5 registration document if you travel out here by car. You will not get very far at all.
First thoughts on Bosnia and Herzegovina. You might see in the background, it's so green. Every direction you look at is a tree, so dense. The closest place that I've seen with my own eyes that's similar to this, you're gonna laugh, it's the Amazon. I've never seen anything like it. It's literally in every direction, just dense forest and trees. I don't know what the population of Bosnia is, but there's absolutely nobody near here. And it's really peaceful, very different than the other places that I've been to. Certainly on this side of the world. But yeah, literally this is the first bit of stone or anything other than green I've seen for the last sort of 5 kilometers. It's remarkable. So yeah, oh, see a stream at the bottom. Oh, cow. Oh, cow. Oh, oh. Okay, all right, mate. All right. Boosh. One thing I've noticed as well is that in Eastern Europe, or the parts of Europe that I've been to on this trip anyway, Albania, Bosnia and Montenegro, the speed limits are really low. Like, yeah, any sort of single laned or dual carriageway is like sort of 50 max. Like, it's just, yeah, can't really make progress. I mean, this journey I'm doing now is 67 miles away and it's going to take 2.5 hours. Not obviously with how I'm driving, but yeah, I mean, that just sounds ridiculous. So let's get a move on. So as the light fades and I attempt to overtake anything in my way, just drove past Svitavsko Lake. Looks absolutely beautiful from above, and from sea level or from lake level, it reminds me of something you see on a wildlife documentary. Just very, very tranquil, and yeah, you can see, yeah, just beautiful. Beautiful. On to the next.
Next time out, I arrive in Croatia and might get in a bit of bother with the authorities. Stay tuned.
I'm praying, absolutely praying that you got that on tape. Put my camera down as I'm by myself to record some footage. And some guys literally just went up to it and just tried pinching it. And luckily I caught them in the act, and they were pretty embarrassed. Sort of probably need a partner. Not an actual partner, just, yeah, partner for these road trips anyway.